Hello and welcome to H. Greg Lux. Here I have a 2015 Porsche 918 Spyder. This car came with a clean Carfax report and it has 3 previous owners. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you around the car. We're going to take a look at it to see if there's any sort of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Here at H. Greg Lux, we want to be as transparent as possible and give you total peace of mind. So if there's anything you need to know about this car, we will let you know. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go panel by panel, checking out the vehicle, and we're going to start right here with the front bumper. Let's take a look. Front bumper is looking perfect. Let's take a look at the hood. And again, we just want to know if this car has any scratches, any dents, any chips, or any other kind of damage. The hood seems to be in perfect condition, and we can move on to the driver's side of the vehicle. Starting right here with this fender. Again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage. This fender's in perfect condition. What about the wheel? And we're looking for any curve rash or any other kind of damage to the rim. However, I'm not seeing anything like that. This wheel is in perfect condition as well. Now we can move on right here to the door. I'm not seeing any sort of damage. What about this fender? And again, this fender's in perfect condition. Again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Now let's move on to this wheel. And just like the first one, this one is in perfect condition as well. Again, I'm not seeing any type of curve rash or any other type of damage to the rim. Now we can move on right here to the back. Looking good. What about the rear hood? I'm not seeing anything. Everything's looking perfect. Now to the wing. Perfect. Now we can move on to the passenger side of the vehicle, and we're going to start with this fender. Again, just like we did with the other side, we want to take a close look at everything. We want to know if there's any sort of damage. Fender looks perfect. What about the wheel? And this wheel is in perfect condition as well. Again, I'm not seeing any type of curve rash or any other kind of damage. Now let's move on to the door. Door looks perfect, just like the other side. What about the last fender? And with this fender, I can safely say that the overall exterior is in excellent condition. Now let's move on to the last wheel. And just like the last 3, this one is in perfect condition as well. There is no sign of damage. Now we can move on to the interior of the vehicle. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the seat. We want to check the leather, the fabric. We want to know if there's any sort of wear and tear, any sort of damage. Everything's looking good. The only thing I noticed is just some minor wear and tear right here on this side. But overall, the seat's in excellent condition. Now let's move on to the door panel, where again, we just want to know if there's any scratches on the carbon fiber, on the leather, or in any type of material. Everything's looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Just like the seat, this door panel is in excellent condition. Now we can move on to the other side of the vehicle, the passenger side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're first going to take a look at the seat, checking the leather, checking the fabric. We want to know if there's any sort of damage, any sort of wear and tear. I'm not seeing anything at all. This seat's in perfect condition, and we can move on to this door panel. And just like with the other side, we want to know if there's any sort of damage or any type of wear and tear. Everything's looking good. I'm not seeing anything at all. This door panel is in excellent condition. Now, something I do want to show you right now is that this car comes with 2 sets of keys, as you can see right there on the screen. Perfect. Now with the car on, I want to show you a few things. The first of which is the mileage of this vehicle. As you can see on the left side of the dashboard, this car has 957 miles. The other thing I want to show you is that this car comes with a GPS system, as you can see right there on the screen. And very important as well, it comes with a backup camera. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel. We want to know if there's any sort of scratches to the material, any sort of tears. any sort of damage. Everything's looking perfect. What about the buttons? Is there any sort of damage on them? This side's perfect. And this side's perfect as well. Again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Now let's move on to the mid console, where we want to know if there's any scratches to the screens, to the knobs, the buttons, or any sort of material. Everything's looking perfect. The mid console and the steering wheel are in excellent condition. Now we can take a look at the trunk of this car, and we just want to know if there's any sort of wear and tear in the sides, any sort of damage. Everything's looking good. The trunk seems to be in excellent condition. And I also want to go ahead and mention that this car comes with a battery charger. Perfect. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives here at H. Greg Lux.